be careful of Chinese friends. They can actually butcher you with a knife. Yeah, you have to be very careful when you go to hotels, because if they mean you, they will find you. Be very careful when you go out though. You will not see gun, you will not see anybody with gun, but be careful. Somebody might actually use all these big knives like that they used to cut meat in the market. And hi guys, welcome back to the channel. You guys, despite everything that I said in my previous video about what Africans are facing right now in China, even though it's just those that are on WeChat channels and all of that, I know that now that the border is open, a lot of people will be traveling to China. So many people still have it in their bucket list to visit China one day. So in this video, I'll be telling you what you should be careful of if you find yourself here in China, maybe for studying, tourism, business, or whatever it is. So here in China, we use VPN. You might just be surprised once you land here and get your SIM card. You notice that you cannot open Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. So if you are coming to China, you should actually download a VPN on your phone. Okay, download. They have so many free ones, so when you come here, you make friends and know the one that works in China. But for you not to be locked out from family and friends as you're trying to settle down, first thing you should get on your phone is VPN. Next one on my list is using taxi in China. Okay, you might just come and you will stand for hours trying to stop taxis and none will stop for you. You might even see a lot of empty taxis passing you and you are trying to like wave like they should stop and carry you, and none of them are trying to pick you up. It's actually because they are already booked. Okay, most of them are not free, they are already booked. So one of the things you should actually plan to have is to download Didi app. With your Didi app, you can book any type of vehicle from anywhere. Just put in your location. They have the English version and the Chinese version. Okay, you can easily download the English one, input where you are going to, and then where you are. So a taxi will pick up and come there and pick you. If you're not aware of this, you might actually stand there for hours trying to understand why no taxi is trying to pick you up. I hope you actually find this helpful. So if you're ever trying to come to China, download your VPN and download Didi app. So the next one is ordering food. Okay, maybe you are so tired, you have gone through a lot of stress for the day and you don't have strength to go to the restaurants to buy anything. You can easily use your phone to buy any type of food, but also be mindful of the food you buy, because you can actually see a lot of reviews on one particular food or high number of purchase, and you feel like maybe this one is actually going to be good. It might not be good for you. Okay, so just keep buying. Maybe you try this today, tomorrow you try the other one. You might actually find the one that your taste buds accommodates. Okay, next thing is actually renting an apartment. It's better for you to rent an apartment with an estate company than renting directly from the landlords. Okay, renting from an estate like us, we use Z-Room. Okay, there are a lot of estate companies that are okay. You can just download the app on your phone, check for vacant houses, rooms, and according to your budget, you will see so many houses, and you can just call the agent there. They will take you to the house you want and you pay. If you like it, it's better for you than going through the landlord, going directly to the owner of the house. You guys can have few problems that no one can help you to solve, but using those agents and those apps, those estate apps, it's easier for you. You don't even know who the owner of your house is. Whenever you have a problem, just go to your app. You can even any maintenance at all, you can do that with your Z-Room app or whichever estate app you're using. Okay, according to the outside world, like before you come to China, you might be thinking that so many people here don't speak English, but as I'm living here, I don't know how to speak Chinese. My Chinese is actually very poor, but that does not mean that I don't want to learn Chinese. I actually want to learn. But the thing is, if you're coming to China and you know your Chinese is actually very poor, don't worry, you will see a lot of Chinese that can speak English. Most of them can speak English, especially the new generation Chinese, because they teach them from elementary school. Anyone that you see that don't want to talk to you in English, just know that the person wants you to speak Chinese. But it's not because they cannot speak English. Most of them will just tell you, my English is too poor. And sometimes when relax around you, you will see them speaking more English. Okay, yeah, most Chinese can actually speak English. Most of them, their English is very good. It's just that some of them are not confident enough to express themselves in English, but they can speak English. So be careful of what you say around Chinese, thinking they don't understand you. They do. Most of them understand you perfectly well. Yeah, but they would love to converse with you in Chinese. So you can do yourself a favor, download Duolingo and learn maybe how we are going to handle this before you come here. The next one is be careful of Chinese friends. Yeah, maybe you see a lot of people being friendly to you, trying to know where you are from and all of that. Most of them actually want to be your friend, maybe because they want to write IELTS and they want to use you to practice their English, or maybe they want their kids to play with. They don't just make friends. You know, back home in Africa, you can just see someone you like, person's vibe for no just cause, no reason. You just want them to be your friend. It doesn't happen here. Any Chinese coming close to you might actually want something, maybe introduce some businesses to you and all of that, but be careful. There's always something they want in return for their friendship. I'm not saying you can't find a genuine friend in China, you can, but that's more like 1% of the whole population. Okay, yeah. The next one is spy cameras. You have to be very careful when you go to hotels, even in your house. Sometimes I used to feel like maybe they're watching me, because when you watch WeChat channels and when there are police, like they're investigating, you will see that there are cameras in people's houses. Like, how do they get these videos? So I'm just saying, I feel like there are spy cameras somewhere, anywhere. Maybe it's when you enter trouble, you will know that they've been watching you. Yeah, so you just have to be careful. Live a legit life, because if they mean you, they will find you. You have to actually be very careful. Okay, even though I said in one of my videos that China is very safe, like one of the safest countries in the world. Yeah, I feel so, but that doesn't mean you should go about looking for trouble. You should go about finding problem up and down. They might actually harm you. So be at the right places at the right time. You know, as much as a lot of people are friendly, you might actually find people who are not. So just as the same way they have mixed people in your country, people that their heads are correct, they also have people that their heads are not correct here. So when you go out, be careful and don't look for trouble. Okay, it's very safe. China is safe, but you shall have to be very careful and protect yourself. Guys, this particular point has caused a lot of problems, has caused a lot of controversies. Yeah, if you're a foreigner, a lady or a boy, just stay away from Chinese boyfriend and Chinese girlfriends. Like, I don't know, if you can, try as much as you can. As a man, I'm not dating a Chinese girl. I don't know, this has actually caused a lot of problems. That can easily in your house. Like, just be very careful. Make sure you study the lady's family and everything before you try to woo her, like be my girlfriend and all of that. Most of Chinese guys are not happy with their ladies dating foreigners, especially African men. Yeah, they don't like it. So if you are an African man in China and you want to date a Chinese lady, be very careful. Okay, yeah, you have to be careful when you see people with knives. Yeah, here there is no gun and all of that, but they use knives. They can actually butcher you with a knife. Yeah, be very careful when you go out though. You will not see gun, you will not see anybody with gun, but be careful. Somebody might actually use all these big knives like that they used to cut meat in the market and buy you. Yeah, the next thing you should be very careful in China is hitting someone on the road or trying to help someone that someone else hits. Like, you know, when you see someone fell off the bike, you go about trying to help the person. They don't actually need your help. Just face your front and go about your businesses. They don't need it. Okay, the last one, there are a lot of things to be careful about, but I think this is enough for you. The more you live, you are going to know more things about China. The last one that I actually want to be careful about is not everyone in China is into businesses. Okay, a lot of them are doing like osahia, something like that, like traders. Not everyone in China has a company, okay, but they're always willing to do businesses with you. Even if they don't know, they can actually find someone that can. So you might be talking with a middleman that will pose as the owner of the company. Okay, this is for business people, those people that are interested in coming to China to do businesses. Okay, you might actually be talking with someone that is a trader, and the person will triple the amount that the main manufacturer gave to him or her. So when you are doing businesses with Chinese, try to find the main manufacturing company. Dealing with trading companies, the prices you get might actually be very expensive, but when you go to the main manufacturers, the prices might even be half or 1/4 of the price that the trader gave you. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but whenever you want to do business here in China, be careful of so many middlemen. They are going to make them so expensive for you. So it's not everyone that owns factory. It's not every Chinese that owns a business that can say, okay, I'm the manufacturer of this product. So you actually have to be very careful when doing businesses with all Chinese. Not all of them own those companies. So you guys share in the comment section what you think. Do you live in China? What is your experience? Which other thing do you think someone coming to China needs to actually be mindful of as the first timer here in China that I didn't mention in this video? Maybe we'll do a part 2 if there are so many that I forgot. If you want to do this part, don't forget to give a massive thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're yet to do so. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.